Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Sully. This movie was directed by Clint Eastwood and is starring Tom Hanks, Aaron Eckhart, Laura Linney, Mike O'Malley, Anna Gunn, and Jamie Sherandon. And this movie here is all about Sully, the pilot, who saved 150 passengers while doing a emergency landing in the Hudson River. There was an accident involving some birds which blew out the engine, and they had to do an emergency landing. And the only place Sully could land the plane was in the river. Even though this has not been done before, and anytime it was a landing in the water, there's always been casualties. This was the first time that everybody survived and everybody came out unharmed. But even though Sully was being worshipped outside in the public as a hero, and everybody was pretty much screaming his name as some type of Superman, behind the scenes they were trying to prove that what he did was the wrong thing. He could have made it back to the airport just fine without any problems at all. So he has to pretty much go and they had to investigate to find out if he's telling what he did was the right thing or the wrong thing. And you see in Sully how he's dealing with this, how it's affecting him emotionally and mentally, and also how it's affecting his wife who's back home, and how it's also affecting his partner, played by Aaron Eckhart, his co-pilot, and how they're dealing with the stress because if they're proving what they did was the wrong thing, if they find proof that what they did was the wrong thing, they could lose everything. Like imagine he dedicated his whole life to flying, and he's living his dream, and because of this accident, he could lose everything. So he has to find a way to keep pushing through and deal with this and stay strong throughout this whole situation. That's pretty much the movie's all about. Now, before I get into the good, I'm gonna start off with the bad. Now, the bad part is I don't really have a lot of bad things to say about the movie. Not really. I mean, for example, there are some parts, but it didn't really bother me that much, and it didn't take away my enjoyment of the film. I mean, they were because they show you how what happens inside the plane and how it went down, the choices he had to make. And they show you this the crash landing a couple times. I think like 3 times. Now I don't know if it needed to be shown that many times, but it still was enjoyable to watch, and it was also shown in different angles and different perspectives of what was going on at that time. And there are also sometimes, for example, Mike O'Malley played Charles Porter. He's one of the people who are investigating Sully. Now, sometimes it seems like they're trying to make them seem like more like the villain of the story, but even though they're just doing their job, so it was like maybe they pushed that a little bit too much. But other than that, it wasn't really that much of bad to say about this picture at all. Let's move on to the good. The good part is Tom Hanks did an amazing job as Sully. I really did enjoy his performance, and Aaron Eckhart, even though he didn't have much to say in this picture, the parts that he did say, I did enjoy a whole lot. I love the chemistry between Tom and Aaron Eckhart's characters and how they were like on screen, because mostly focuses on them the most. And all the supporting characters in the picture, like Laura Linney, she plays his wife, Lauren Sullenberger, and watching her performance and how she's like dealing with the fact that her husband is away from her, dealing with all this stuff, and she can't really do nothing for him, but just wait and just support him from her home. Because in this whole picture, he's not with his wife at all. They're totally separated. She's at home, and he's in New York dealing with this whole investigation stuff. But at the same time, while he's dealing with this investigation, he's on TV. He's doing interviews. He's smiling for the camera and stuff like that, like he's supposed to do. But in reality, he's actually pretty panicking. He's freaking out because he's never been famous before, and he's getting all this attention that he never had before. And he's also being investigated, trying to prove that what he did was wrong. So he's trying to deal with all of this, but he's also doing it in the public at the same time. But in the public, he looks like a guy who just had no care in the world. I know. So he's putting on a brave face for everybody in public, but behind the scenes, he's panicking because he could lose everything. And I like the fact that they made you care about the passengers on the plane. I mean, they don't show you every single person that was on the plane. The people that do show, even though they had small parts, you actually do you actually do feel for these people. And when you see them panicking and stressing out when the plane about to go down, you actually feel for them and you actually going through it with them as well. And I did enjoy that too. I mean, it's messed up, but I did enjoy their performances. And and even though it was dark at times, it still managed to slide in some humor into it as well that I actually did enjoy. Because in real life, even when there are things that are bad going on, there's still humor there. I mean, there's still sometimes, even when things are tragic, you can laugh, and it makes you feel a little better through that time. Makes you feel like, hey, all hope is not lost. Things will get better. Because sometimes even at a funeral, people are sometimes they crack jokes. They're telling stories about how the person meant to them, and sometimes certain times funny things happen, and everybody laughs, giving you like a sigh of relief, like this. Hey, everything's gonna be okay. And I did enjoy that too. So overall, I really did enjoy this film. I highly recommend it. Again, the movie is great. I'm giving it an A. I really did enjoy it a whole lot. Don't take my word for it. Like I said, go check it out for yourself. Hopefully you will enjoy it, have a whole lot of fun watching it yourself. And leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about Sully. And if you haven't seen it yet, I say go see it. Hopefully you will enjoy it and you will have a ball. Well, that's all I gotta say about that. So give my channel a big like, thumbs up, boom, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I really would appreciate it. Like I always say in my dreams and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.